Sunderland this weekend, it's the Great North 10K.
For one family, it's going to be very poignant indeed.
The Robinsons are a close-knit, busy family. When Dad Johnny gets back from work, he and Mum Emma spend their time looking after the three children, including new baby boy Joe. But it's been a tough couple of years after losing their baby daughter, Katie, in 2008. She was just days old. Katie was born with Patau syndrome, meaning she was born with an additional number 13 chromosome. It's so rare that very few babies are tested for it during pregnancy. For baby Katie, it meant she had brain damage, blood problems, and many holes in her heart. And eventually, she stopped breathing.
I just feel like you've been hit by a brick, really, because there's nothing you can do.
But it was the support that the family received in hospital from a charity called Tiny Lives that has inspired Johnny and oldest daughter Danielle to keep Katie's memory alive through running.
I know what it feels like to lose a sister, but I don't want other people losing a sister as well, or a brother. So I just want to put something to them so they don't have to go through what I've been through.
It's just something I was driven to do. I don't think without losing Katie that I would have ever done it. One of those things that makes you think, well, I've got to do something, give something back, and that was the best way I could think to do it.
Last year, around 5,000 runners turned out to take part in the inaugural Great North 10K, but this year the number of people taking part has increased. Year on year, the organisers hope more and more people will take part, so it could rival the Great North Run, even if the Sunderland course is half the length.
The two main races you've got in this country are the London Marathon and the Great North Run, and I think doing both of those without putting in a good 6 months training prior to the North Run and a year before the London Marathon, if you haven't got that time to give up, the 10,000 metres is a manageable event. It's longer than a fun run, but it's not long enough to practically kill you. Some people say, well, 10,000 metres, it isn't that long, but just as when you've never run a race since you're in school, it's a long way.
For this family, though, the Great North 10K keeps their baby daughter's memory alive through the money they'll raise, so hopefully other families won't have to go through the same.
It's like she's still there, we're still making the impact.
Frances Reid in Newcastle.
But there was another big running event in our region yesterday as thousands took to the streets of Wearside for the Bupa Great North 10K.
It's the second time the event has taken place. Former Sunderland captain Michael Gray did the honours of starting the race at Wearmouth Bridge. More than 5,000 people came from all over the country to take part, the threat of rain failing to dampen their spirits. Just as in the Great North Run, many of the runners were raising money for good causes.
Yes, and with us in the studio now are two of those who took part yesterday. Let's introduce you to Johnny Robinson and his stepdaughter, Danielle Sinclair Lumsden from Newcastle. Welcome, both of you. Thank you very much for coming in. Now, you were running in aid of the Tiny Lives charity, weren't you? Because they helped you through a very difficult time, didn't they, Johnny, when your daughter Katie was very, very poorly and she only survived a few days. Yeah, they did. Tiny Lives is the RVI Special Care Baby Unit charity. They provided things like a car parking pass for us while she was in special care. We had a relatives room where we were able to spend some time with Katie off the ward. And Katie's consultant, Mr. Fenton, is one of the main patrons for Tiny Lives. Right. And it just seemed like a good way of raising a bit of awareness and raising some money for the department. They may seem very small things like a car parking pass and a room, but how important was that to you? Oh, it's massive. When you don't think it's much, but when you're actually trying to deal with the problems we had to deal with Katie, I mean, it was just less things we had to worry about. I mean, some of the times the car was parked for a couple of days without being moved, and we didn't have to run back and forwards to put money in the meter and things like that, and it was just less hassle, and then we could concentrate on Katie and obviously the other children as well. Yeah. Danielle, what was it like for you having a little sister who was so poorly? It was heartbreaking because you couldn't do anything to help her. You just felt totally as though it was out of your control, of course. Yeah. Just being supportive.
Your family have got together and raised a lot of money for Tiny Lives since then, haven't you? Tell us what you're up to so far. We're up to about £5,000. £5,000, tremendous. And the most recent boost was yesterday at the run. You're still smiling. You're still smiling. Feeling a bit sore today, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who won, first of all? This is the most important question.
I did by about a minute, although she pulled it back on us, and I was standing waiting for her crossing the finish line, and she crossed the finish line sprinting, which I was amazed at.
We've got pictures of you here training. Look, there's lots of space around you there when you're training before the race. What was it like yesterday when there were thousands of people with you?
I think you kind of get sucked along. You don't realise until you actually get in the race. I mean, I done 3 kilometres just training last Wednesday night, and I think I was more tired after doing that 3 kilometres than I was yesterday, because you just get sucked along with all the rest of the runners behind.
Adrenaline keeps you going as well.
Definitely.
Danielle, you closed the gap to a minute, which means next year you can have him, can't you?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Not
Are
a
you
problem.
on for it next year then?
Probably, yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good, excellent. And thanks for bringing your medals in. They're superb.
Good to meet you both, and
Well
well
done.
done with the
Thank you.
fundraising with the run.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Cheers.